Travel Talk, where our expert magical memory planners discuss ways you can have fun, memorable, and stress-free family vacations. Welcome to Travel Talk. So on this episode of Travel Talk, we are going to talk about going on a 4-night cruise. One of the questions we get asked a lot is taking a 4-night cruise really worth it? And so we wanted to share with you a little bit about that. So we love cruising, and we find that no cruise is actually long enough for us. When we're on the cruise and people are making our food and cleaning our room, and there's entertainment for the kids and there's fun family activities, we are having a blast and we really never want to come home. But the question is a 4-night cruise really worth it? And we think that there's 5 scenarios or 5 reasons that a 4-night cruise may be a really good fit for you and really be worth it. So the first one is for our first timers. So first-time cruisers sometimes have a little anxiety. They've never been on a cruise before. Some people have never even seen a cruise ship in person, how big they are and what they're like. And so picking a first cruise, 4-night, could be perfect. So sometimes the anxiety of going on a longer cruise, staying on for 7 nights might feel like a lot. And so a 4-night cruise is the perfect introductory cruise and makes it totally worth it. You'll get to experience what it's like being on a ship. You'll be on there long enough to enjoy the activities and the food and all the fun. And, if that's something that's a great fit for you, there's options to rebook on board. And maybe next time you'll want to do a longer cruise. But for the first time cruiser, a 4-night cruise is totally worth it. The second type of cruiser is the budget friendly. So a lot of people love the idea of a cruise vacation and all that's included, but when they're looking at their family, the size of their family, looking at a 7-night cruise might be a little bit out of the budget. And so picking a 4-night sailing might be the perfect way to have that cruise vacation and still fit within your budget. For other people, they might want to splurge. Maybe they're looking for a suite or a concierge experience. And maybe this shorter cruise would be the perfect opportunity to stay at the price point that they normally pay, but experience a higher level of cruising. And so upgrading to that concierge, that suite class, one of those nicer experiences might be perfect on a 4-night cruise where your budget is going to be about what it would normally be, but you have that higher experience. So if you have budgetary concerns, a 4-night cruise is totally worth it. The next category is our land and sea. So maybe the cruise isn't the whole part of the vacation. Maybe it's just a piece. And so choosing a 4-night itinerary is perfect and totally worth it if you're looking to do a land and sea experience. So if you're cruising out of Port Canaveral, you might want to go and spend a few days at Disney or Universal Studios first. And I really say first because after days of walking and all the activities of the theme parks, you will love to then relax and rejuvenate yourself on a cruise after the theme park. You might want to spend a couple days in the Port Canaveral area, going to the Space Coast and seeing some of those things in that area. We've done that before, and we love to go see the Kennedy Space Center and do some of those activities. So that's a great land and sea option. If you're cruising out of other ports like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, maybe San Diego, maybe you want to combine it with a beach vacation or a few days of downtime. So there are lots of reasons for a land and sea, and a 4-night cruise is totally worth it to combine in a land and sea vacation because it keeps your vacation maybe at the 1-week time frame that you were thinking about, but incorporates those multiple pieces. The next perfect reason for a 4-night vacation is a quick getaway. We think about family vacations and everybody going together and going away maybe for a week, and that's awesome. But sometimes you want a quick getaway. Maybe you just want to go away with your spouse or significant other and you can't be away from home that long. Maybe you're leaving the whole family at home and you're going away with some of your besties and you just want to have a girls' weekend or a guys' weekend. It's a bachelorette, a bachelor party, something like that. And you just want to go for a short getaway. And a 4-night cruise can be perfect for that. Maybe you're celebrating something. It's an anniversary, a special birthday, and again, a mixture of friends and family, but you can't really incorporate everybody into that celebration for the big vacation that everybody would take, but people can definitely participate in a vacation that is just a few days. So a 4-night cruise can be perfect for some of those celebrations that you want to celebrate together. So those quick getaways make a 4-night cruise totally worth it, and not too many days off from work either. The last type of vacation that makes a 4-day cruise totally worth it is our local cruisers. There are lots of cruise ports around the United States, and lots of you might be within driving distance of a cruise port. And so just a quick getaway when you're a local cruiser can be totally great. And you can generally pop in that long weekend or something like that into your schedule when you're able to just jump in your car and drive to the cruise port. So for local cruisers, a 4-night cruise is totally worth it. So I hope that in this quick podcast this month, we were able to share with you 5 different types of people or 5 situations that really make a 4-night cruise totally worth it. Those are our first timers, our budget friendly guests, our guests looking for land and sea, our guests that are looking for that quick getaway, and those that are local cruisers. And for all of these things, especially if you're coordinating a land and sea or friends and family, we would love for you to reach out to your local travel advisor. Magical Memory Planners would love to help you as well. But if you have a local travel advisor you're using, that's great too. So reach out to your travel advisor, let them take all the stress out of planning your vacation so you can have the most magical and enjoyable and memorable 4-night getaway on a 4-night cruise that is totally worth it.